Welcome back to Libcast, the library podcast, hosted by the Library, University of Kelaniya, Sri Lanka.
Hello and welcome back to Libcast. This is Webrarian, the podcast where we explore the hardware and software shaping our digital lives. Today, I want to talk about the app trap. Look at your smartphone right now. How many icons are on that screen? 50? 100? We have an app for everything. An app for music, an app for taxis, an app for groceries, an app for the weather. And while these apps are useful, the process of using them is actually quite full of friction. You have to unlock your phone, find the icon, wait for it to load, navigate a menu, close an ad, and finally press a button. We have become experts at navigating distinct little walled gardens. But what if you could just bypass all of that? What if there was a device that didn't have apps? A device that just listened to what you wanted to do and did it? Today, we are looking at one of the most hyped, controversial, and visually striking gadgets of the year. It's bright orange, it fits in your pocket, and it claims to be the future of how we interact with the internet. Let's talk about the Rabbit R1. So what is the Rabbit R1? Visually, it is a piece of art, designed by the famous firm Teenage Engineering. It looks like a retro-futuristic walkie-talkie. It's a small, square, luminous orange box. It has a small touch screen, a physical scroll wheel, a rotating camera eye, and, most importantly, a big, tactile push-to-talk button on the side. It is not a phone. It doesn't do email. It doesn't have a web browser. It doesn't have Instagram. Instead, it is a dedicated home for an AI assistant. The philosophy is simple. You shouldn't have to look at your phone to get things done. You should just be able to push a button, speak, and have it happen. Now, we've heard this promise before with Siri and Alexa, but the Rabbit R1 claims to be different because of the technology underneath. It isn't just using a large language model, or LLM, like ChatGPT. It is using something called a large action model, or LAM. This is a crucial distinction for information science. An LLM, like ChatGPT, is trained on text. It knows how to say things. It can write a poem or summarize an article. A LAM, or large action model, is trained on interfaces. The creators of Rabbit taught their AI how to use apps. They showed it thousands of hours of humans using Spotify, Uber, and Expedia. The AI learned what a play button looks like. It learned how to select a date on a calendar widget. It learned how to complete a checkout process. So, when you hold that orange button and say, "Play some upbeat jazz," the Rabbit R1 isn't using an API in the traditional sense. In the cloud, a virtual rabbit is literally looking at a virtual Spotify interface and clicking the play button for you. It acts as a ghost finger, navigating the apps so you don't have to. The dream is compelling. Imagine standing on a busy street in Colombo. Instead of fumbling with your phone, staring at a screen, and risking walking into traffic, you just hold up this little orange box and say, "Give me a ride home." The device understands you, communicates with a ride-sharing service, and tells you your car is 5 minutes away. You never look down. That is a heads-up experience rather than a heads-down one. But as Webrarians, we have to look past the marketing and at the reality. And the reality of the Rabbit R1 is complicated. The launch of this device sparked a massive debate in the tech world. The primary question is, why is this a separate device? Why do I need to carry a phone and an orange square? Why isn't this just an app on my phone? The creators argue that if it were just an app, you would get distracted. You would open it to order a ride, see a notification from Facebook, and get sucked into the scroll. The Rabbit R1 is designed to keep you focused. However, the reviews have shown us that we are still in the early, messy stages of this technology. Often, the device is slow. Sometimes it hallucinates. Sometimes it tries to book a hotel for the wrong date. And because it relies on the internet, if you have a bad connection, you have a paperweight. It reminds us of the early days of the personal digital assistant, the Palm Pilot, or even the first iPhone. It is a version 1 product. It is full of bugs and broken promises. But even if the device itself fails, the idea is powerful. We are moving toward an agentic era of the internet. For the last 20 years, the web has been about us visiting websites. We go to the information. The future is about the information coming to us and agents acting on our behalf. whether it's in a bright orange box or built into the next iPhone update. The concept of a large action model is here to stay. There's also a fascinating accessibility angle here. For an elderly person who finds touchscreens confusing, or someone with motor control issues who struggles to tap small icons, a device that works entirely by voice and a physical button could be revolutionary. It strips away the complexity of a user interface. So, is the Rabbit R1 the future? Probably not this specific orange box. It is likely a stepping stone. It is a prototype for a new way of thinking. It challenges the dominance of the App Store model. It asks us to imagine a world where we control technology with our intent, not our fingertips. It's a reminder that hardware can be fun, weird, and experimental. If you're a gadget lover, it's a fascinating toy. For the rest of us, it's a signal. The age of the app is ending. The age of the agent is beginning. It might just be bright orange. That's all our time for today on Webrarian. Keep your heads up and watch where the technology is going.
And that brings us to the end of this episode of Libcast. Thank you so much for tuning in and spending your valuable time with us today. We hope this conversation has sparked your curiosity and given you something new to think about. We're incredibly proud to be Sri Lanka's first ever university library podcast, brought to you by the team here at the Library of the University of Kelaniya. Our goal is to keep bringing you insightful discussions, stories, and knowledge. If you enjoyed this episode, please help us grow by following us. You can find Libcast on all major podcast platforms, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Podcast Guru, Podchaser, Amazon Music, and wherever else you get your podcasts. Until next time, keep reading, keep learning, and stay curious.